Hey folks, how you doing? It's Uncle Cannabis. Thanks for tuning in to Lincoln Social Podcast with DJ First Amendment. And if you get a chance, come see me up at Vehicle City Social.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you from the Lincoln Social Podcast Studio with Chris. What up, Chris?
Not much. How y'all doing out there today?
Hi, everyone. Roll it up, smoke it up,
Dab it up.
dab it up, yabba dabba doo. We want to do a dab with you. How's everybody doing out there?
Hope everybody's doing well.
I'm smoking on some Gorilla Glue 4.
And this would be wedding cake. No, excuse me, ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake.
It's cake.
Cake, everybody.
It's becoming one of my favorite strains, the cake strains. And I'm not sorry to say.
And I've always liked Gorilla Glue 4. It's always been a good couch locker, really consistent. It's hard for a grower to mess it up. You know what I mean? You just gets the job done.
Right. And I admit this one is one that the numbers caught me. I think the THC percentage was 27, 28%, and that's what caught my eye. I was like, because that usually never catches my eye, because I always want to ask about the terpenes and the other medicine aspects of it. But that one I seen that, and I want to try it, so let's try that. And yeah, it's top shelf, and it really goes to my head straight away.
Gorilla Glue 4, one of Chris's top favorite shops. We went to today it was kind of hard to secret shop. He's been in there a time or two, but they didn't really recognize him, luckily. And I had never been there before. So we went in, rolling in to High Level Health. Bam. 1730 East, US 23, East Tawas, Michigan 48730. 989-984-5113 if you need to call them. This is probably backwards, but you guys can look them up. I'm sure they're on like Weed Maps and stuff like that. We seen them because they have a really cool like older classic type of car out front, and they have some pretty dank medicine.
Yeah, you go in there and since it's a rec station and it's 21 and over, they ask you, you get your medical card or you here for the 21 and over use. So you tell them, give them your card, or you go back and shop on the rec side. So,
they have a rec side and a med side. When you go into the back, one side has got all the stuff for recreational, and the other side's got all the stuff for medical. So it's like really big selection, different prices. When you're a patient and you have your card, there's not the recreational tax, and there's typically a lot different of prices on things too, because patients, this is medicine for them. They're not going to buy like a beer or whatever else I guess you could kind of consider on a recreational point. They're getting some meds,
right?
So if you go and you get your med card, which you can do online really quickly and easily, if you have the qualifying conditions, submit your stuff, and then you would save like usually about 10% tax.
Yeah, and
to 16%.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one place has 16%. I forget which shop it was.
So figure if you have qualifying medical conditions, you could save if you spend $1,000, there's $160.
Right, and if you're like me, I like saving.
That pays for your doctor, your certification, everything.
Right.
What were you saying, Chris?
I was going to say if you're like me, you like to save a little bit here and a little bit there where you can, so being frugal and actually getting your card, because you're going to, I don't know how much a card costs nowadays, maybe $100, $150 or whatever it is. And
$100 last time I checked.
Yeah, and I think that's what I paid too.
I think you can do it online for $100, and then you submit all your stuff, and it's like $100, $150, and you're done. They mail you your card.
Right.
You have qualifying conditions too, though. So that for people out there that do have qualifying conditions, I would definitely strongly encourage them to get a card. Yeah. But High Level Health.
Can I say one more thing about that?
Yeah.
about getting a card, just try it. Just try to get your card. You know, it's not the hard. It sounds like it's a hard deal to do. It sounds like it's a huge deal, but it's really not. Just go send your application in and your money and or pay for it, you know, and just it's not that hard to get. Trust me.
And it's good, you know, because there's perks that come with it.
Right.
But with the High Level Health place that we went to, the shop that you were telling me about, really cool place. They got the light cart, just touch the screen. They got this stuff out on front. And then it says that they're Michigan's most awarded cannabis. I mean, I'm not a fact checker. I'm interested if they are. Maybe they are one of the licensed most awarded, but they have multiple locations. They have a point program. A lot of these places do. That's really cool. You know, that means if you're like you're loyal to them and you spend your money there, it says right here, with 400,000 points, you get like $80 off. That's pretty cool.
That is a deal.
And what's really neat is they also have a menu that you can get a copy of, and not a lot of places have this. If you go to a lot of places, it's just like on a TV screen or something like that. But this place has like a menu that you can take home with you if you need to, and then you could do out your shopping and figure out what you want and then go back, or you could place your call ahead of time. So I'm going to give them props for that because, you know, some people are overwhelmed and they just don't know what they want. And then they need to go back and research it because they thought that there's just like 2 or 3 kinds of pot and that's it. And then they see one of these menus and it's like, man, this thing is 3 sections, 3-fold. Like this is like a dinner menu.
Right. When I first got my very first caregiver, I used to take my tablet over there just so I could look up the strains he had on Leafly, you know, because all these new strains were new to me, you know. I was like, well, I don't know what Girl Scout cookies is good for, you know. So you pull up Leafly and you can put in Girl Scout cookies, you know. And I'd bring my silly little tab over my caregiver's house doing research, you know. He didn't care, you know, if I did that, you know. It seems like that's what you got to do most days if you're not in the know, you know. Do the research. It's fun. Yeah,
and check it out. Like they have the different like things like chocolate sundae. It's a sativa, 74.34%. You know, some people were like really want to know that stuff, and with it being a licensed shop, they're everything's tested. So like, you know, the paperwork to back this stuff up. And the Mary's Medicinals, those are really cool. They got them there. And I've tried them. It's a patch that you can throw on, and it gives you relief for like hours.
I've never tried one.
Yeah, they have a CBD version and they have a THC version of Mary's Medicinals. They have had a lot of them. I first got introduced to them in Colorado, and then shops were carrying them in like Michigan, and then some places can have the regular CBD version. It's really good for like the area. It's something to check out. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mary's Medicinals, the patches. That's really neat. And then I didn't even know that there were so many options. Can you touch that? It's like Cannalicious. There's like Sangria Sugar Hybrid, and it says 71.5% THC, and it's a 1 gram concentrate.
Wow.
I mean, now having this kind of menu and be able to take it home, you can really examine, research, go on Leafly and see what you want. I would strongly encourage all places moving forward to have something like this. This is great. And Platinum Vapes, it shows you like whether it's a hybrid, indica, what percentage THC it is. Now, I'll say THC is not everything, but I'm sure if they have this, then they probably have the other paperwork too that show the terpene profile if you ask them for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or you might be able to find it online or something like that. Man, Pyramid Butter Pax Pods. Like, wow, that's really great. And, you know, this is completely legal. Like, anyone 21 or up, it says on the front, adult use, 21 and up. And then below it has, like, Mandarin Cookies, Garlic Z, Platinum Valley, Grandma's Breath, Blue Skunk. Wow, they got some interesting names for these. A Mac, which is a hybrid. It's 23.98% THC, 0.02% CBD. it's pretty neat to be able to take this home, though. I wish all weeds in all places did have something like this because, you know, you can get the testing done for, I don't know, $40, $50, something like that without a problem. So shout out to them for like being able to provide a menu to take home.
Right.
Why don't you tell them some more about your shop? You like it?
Well, you walk in and, you know, there's always a greeter, the lady behind the desk there. She's always nice. And once she finds out your name, it's always, you know, after she checks your cards, and it's always by first name basis after that, which to me, that goes a long ways in a business, you know, if they call you by your first name. And so, you know, then you go in the back, then you're greeted by another, your first bud tender, you know, and you get to, they'll show you what side's are recreational or what side's medicinal. And, you know, she'll go down there and this side's got THC, CBD, and, here's our edibles, here's our cartridges, and here's our, accessories, you know, our paraphernalia, the bongs and the, nectar collectors and stuff like that. So, and, anyways, you do your shopping with your first bud tender, you know, say you find something. Like today, say I wanted that Gorilla Glue just because of the numbers on it. And so I tell her, so I'll take, give me an 1/8 of the Gorilla Glue. And she'll ask you, you know, because I think they always got the special going on. You get buy 2 8s and you get the third one for a penny. So
that was really cool.
And
plug for that. Buy 2, get 1 for a penny. I was like, what?
Right. And then when you're done with her, she takes you over to the there's a counter where you pay for your medicine. Then you I wouldn't know if you call that guy a bud tender, but he's the one that gives you your bud. He's behind another counter. So then you go pay him and he gives you your bud, and then you're done.
And staples your bag up, and
yeah, then you're escorted back out the door by your first bud tender, which is she'll tell you, you know, all the goodbyes and, you know, take cares, you know. So, and it's always good. I always like to be being told, you know, take care, you know, can't wait to see you again next time, you know. And that's what I got with this shop, you know. Can't wait to see you next time. So, right back at them. I can't wait to see you next time either.
Yeah, I totally got that vibe too. They were told the lady that was our bud tender was Lisa. She was really nice. She's actually a store manager too. It turned out to be.
Yeah.
Because I got the cards when I left because, you know, make sure we get the right plug, the right info, you know, because the shops that we check out that aren't cool, we're just not going to share them. We're just going to keep it moving.
Right.
We're not going to share the bad experiences. The ones that are worthy of making a trip and exploring and checking out, you know, we're gonna make sure to plug and share them for sure.
Right on. We made plans to go to further distances to visit further shops. So, you know, if you're on a road and just pull up one of the podcasts, you know, wherever you're at, you know, because I'm sure, you know, he labels and titles them nicely, you know, what shop and where they'll be, you know. So that'll be nice to have, you know, in word form and not just a sketchy map, you know.
And so we would like to get to meet people. This is what it's about, being social, learning things, breaking that stigma, finding out nice places to go. And, you know, shout out to High Level Health for being nice to us. I hope they're nice and super polite to everybody like that. I'm sure they are, because that was a good experience.
Yep, I concur.
What was it? Did we share their address? Like 1730 East U.S. Highway, US 23 East Tawas, 48730. And there's only a couple shops out in Tawas. There's only a couple shops really in Michigan, but these are all really great places. So if you're like going to make a road trip, you're going to go up north, hit them all.
Right. And it's fun just going to shops and looking around. And
we're all mystery shoppers if it's our first time.
Right. And, you know, a lot of these shops, and if you go there their first time, a lot of them have freebies, you know. You get a free pre-roll or, you know, something cool.
Yeah, sometimes they do have, you know, like you make up with, like, especially with purchases, I've heard of people getting like a free pre-roll and stuff like that thrown in also with their things. And shout out to shops that do that. That's what keeps people coming back.
All right.
It's all about the patients. It's all about the recreational users. it's all about the cannabis community. All of us hanging out, getting together, and exploring new places because, this is kind of new to all of us. Like the whole legalized place where you can go to these stores and you can go to these clubs, there's not a lot of them around.
Right.
So whenever we can find them and we're going to go check them out, then we're going to share them with you guys.
We're going to let you guys know, which ones you're going to have a good experience at. We want you to have a good experience. We don't want you to go in and to have a bad experience and not want to check out a dispensary at all, We want to help.
It's all about, you go to a place and they work on your car. You know that they'll work on your car and get it done right. Then you always want to go there and get on your car. It's the same with, the cannabis community. You have 5 great places, 10 great places. Well, let's find 20. Let's find 50. Let's find hundreds.
Right.
Find as many as there are and get them all out there. Let's go explore them all. Let's share experience, all the positive experiences.
That'd be one fun road trip, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it though? Think about it. In 2022, in Michigan, there'll be a big giant trip where you can drive through and probably hit 200 shops.
Yeah,
be able to do it in a weekend.
Like a green tour.
Like a green crawl tour, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
And not a lot of places are like that. And this also gives a shout out to the people who are in places where you don't even have access to cannabis or it's not allowed. We're going to find some places that are cool, that are safe, that they're going to welcome you like they welcomed us. Right. And, we'll find some bed and breakfasts, some bud and breakfasts, find some cool hotels. There's water parks. And then you can just fly in, rent a car, and spend a weekend, our week, or 2 weeks, whatever you can do. And if you get a bud and breakfast or something like that, or a house that allows smoking, I'm sure there's going to be some. I'm looking for some. You'll be able to rent that place out and consume cannabis there legally and not worry about the anything problem because you will be there on rented property that allows you to consume on private property. There you go. Yes. And you'll be able to go to the water park, where a bunch of cool restaurants are, and hopefully at least 100 or 50 or 20 solid shops that you can go and get all kinds of cool things. If you don't want salted caramels, don't go to this shop. If you do want salted caramels, go to that shop. Right. Because if things stand out, we're going to shout them out. And if you want to come out here and make a weekend of it, you could go to a different shop every day. There's so many shops out here.
Right.
And I'm sorry for the places where they don't have anything like it. They don't have any access. We're working on breaking that stigma, bringing it to your state. We want to bring it to Ohio. We want to bring it to your country. We want to bring it. Everyone should just have the choice whether they want to use it or not.
Exactly.
And these shops, while they are big money shops, they're still doing the damn thing and helping. And if they're contributing and we notice that stuff and they're helping the community and that's makes them worthy of us giving shout outs to and sharing them with you guys so that a couple places to go. We're trying to next we're going to go in another part of the state. That way you might not come this way north. Well, we're going to find some south. We're going to find some in the middle, all over the place. We're going to try to hit 30, 50 spots.
That sounds like an awesome road trip. Some awesome times, good times ahead.
High Level Health. Check them out. highlevelhealth.com. They have a website. highlevelhealth.com. That doesn't get any easier than that. Shoot, if you like it enough, tell them you heard about them on the Lincoln Social podcast.
Right. That'd be a cool plus for us.
I would really like to interview the owners there and see what it's like to do what they do. And to, I'm sure on one hand they got people chewing them out and saying that they're greedy and just going after money. And they probably on the other hand have people that are dependent on their stuff and go there every day because they have what they want, when they want, how they need it. They just walk in and get it and they know it's going to be there for them.
Right. That's what I think about. There's an old old person out there. Excuse me for my language, but an older person, and they won't know where to go. And behold, now there's shops they can shop at now. They can get the relief they need.
Let all the little old ladies know that are listening that we will never recommend a place that you can't. All the places that we recommend, you can go to. You'll be able to walk right in. These are places that actually we're thinking if we were a little old lady, these places would just welcome us and be just as amazing. But we're not. We're like some, kind of bigger guys, and we got like tattoos and all that, whatever. So it's like, if there is a stigma against us, then they're still treating us really awesome. So right. I think they're going to treat everyone else awesome too. And that's why we're like, hey, check out this place.
Yeah.
See what they got. If you don't like them, check out this other place. I mean, so far we've liked every place we've gone to.
Yeah. And just because you go to one of these shops, you don't have to buy nothing. Just say, well, there's nothing here for me today. So, then go down and check out the next shop. It's pretty much now you can find what you need in the shop today.
Shout out for the menu, though. This is props. This is really great. And I'm sure they have the online menu, too. So you'd be able to check it out and know what you're wanting before you even go in. And it will probably even say online if it's available. That's what all these shops are going for. They're all wanting to deliver. And that's what's next, right? You get your medicine just delivered like the rest of your medicine. Or you get your pizza delivered and your cannabis delivered.
That'd be cool. I'd like that, order my medicine, then it's here tomorrow,
Think about it. It would keep people off the streets.
Yep.
And that's what, they're like, oh, we don't want people smoking and driving. Well, okay, let's increase delivery.
Right. And
tenfold. Let's offer free delivery. There you go. That's what you guys are going to be next on. You want cutting, lead the way, free delivery.
Yes, definitely.
Like a 50-mile radius.
Yeah. That'd be awesome because, I'd be in that 50-mile radius, And
I know, that's why I said it. So 50-mile radius, free delivery, anything over $20.
All right.
Really show some love. And some dollar pre-rolls. I mean, not that it isn't going to be the best, but some dollar pre-rolls and, let people get a couple of them.
Right.
I really like this menu. I wish everyone had one. I'm like looking through, and there's stuff in here that I didn't even know the names of.
Yeah, next time I see my caregiver, I'm going to ask him, hey, man, can you put one of these out for your patients? I think that'd be a cool idea. So I can just look at this and, text my caregiver and say, hey, what up, man? He'll say, what you need? And I'll say, I'll take an ounce of this, an ounce of that. Okay.
It would be like ordering Chinese.
Yep, that'd be cool. I'd love that. Just
right to your door. Some of this stuff is High Life Farms. It has like where it comes from. So that's cool. So, because some people really want to research this. Some people really want to know where their meds is. They want to double check because there's a difference between a edible that says is 100 milligrams and an edible that says is 100 milligrams, but is really like 300 milligrams. So right, that's one nice thing about, stuff that is tested and labeled. You know what you're getting.
Right. And like you were saying there, one's 300 is not the other same as 300, because there's like, or not, even say like a 25 milligram is not the same as another 25 milligram, because there's brand A I can eat and I won't feel no effects. Brand B, same thing, but different company, and it gets me lifted, and it takes care of my pain and whatever, So there's a difference between companies and how they infuse their medicine into their candies or their edible or their drink or whatever,
And I know a lot of people that 25 milligrams would tear up from the floor up.
All right.
And they'd be tore up from the floor up. They'd be just ripped. Like, So if they are told it's 25 milligrams, but it's really 100.
Right.
Man. That would be...
Let's scare a lot of, new people,
So, and it would scare them off, There are people that be like, man, I'm used to eating 300 milligrams, but really they only eat 50 milligram ones. And then somebody really gives them 300 milligrams or 500 milligrams.
Yeah, and it's off to the moon.
It's off to the moon. They're seeing aliens.
That, and they'll never see that high again.
Or they just go to sleep, and they just sleep really well, and they're like, oh, man,
Right.
a spaceship.
I always wanted to try that. Eat like a
Get
gram.
on that high level health.
Right, eat like a couple grams and take a nap. Wake up refreshed.
So, shout out to sponsors, cryocultivation.com, for everything you need to grow from seed, water, flowers, weed, whatever. Cryocultivation.com. They got it.
Check
You
them
can
out.
You can do like contactless, where you just get there and they bring it out to your car. They'll mail it to you. Check it out, cryocultivation.com, and shoot down a little thing in the comment like, hey, heard about you on Lincoln Social Podcast. You guys rock. Thanks for being cool like
Right.
that. Uncle Cannabis. Thank you, Uncle Cannabis. He's always awesome.
Thank
always
you.
there. Friend in need. Uncle Cannabis. He's super educated. Nice guy. Got to
Great.
check him out.
Great guy.
The Gravel Pit. They're 808 North Lucid Road, Bay City.
Oh, yeah. I know the road. You could.
Steve Sanderson's place and Mike's place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I never been there, but I know the store you're talking about.
Man, they got some really cool clothing and like accessories and like CBD products that are like, they got some things that help you like go to sleep, some nights.
Yeah.
Where you like eat 2 or 3 of them and you go to sleep.
Yes, that's when I need to reinvest in some more of those because I'm out and they do help.
Yeah, nights at the Gravel Pit. You eat like 2 or 3. It's one usually does it for most people, but I gotta eat 3 of them.
Yeah, me too. And they if you find them and you have problems sleeping, check them out.
So yeah, shout out to Gravel Pit and then the nights putting people to sleep. And Copa Mesh 420 Cup, April 17th and 18th. Boom. Free event.
And I'm hoping to see you all there.
Hit up Debbie Blair. If you want to hear more episode information on number 42, that's hers. The 4020 Cup, Debbie Blair. I think it's number 42. Should be. And you get all the good deal. All the good stuff. And then what we got? Shout out. Ooh, Dime Mag. Dime Mag. Where is this at? Dude, these magazines are awesome. You want to show them?
Yeah, certainly.
These magazines are free. Hit us up. We'll mail you one. I'm sure it'll cost something, but I'll get it to you. We're getting ready to get some advertisement in them. We're going to have some to give away too. So we want to make sure we get these in the hands of people that are in the community and like-minded and like stuff. Like all the cool stuff, all the cannabis things, information. Shout out to Dime Mag. That's Pigfish's Dime Mag. It's going to be cool. It's up and coming. Awesome little magazine. Get your hands on one. There's a bunch of places. There's a whole list on the back. I'm sure if you go online, you better look it up to get more information. I'm really new to it, but I'm really hip to it, so we're getting it. And then Miss Berry Kush, bam, got some of her stickers for the back of our wall. That's going to be awesome. If you got some stickers, mail them out to us for we'll put them on our background that we're working on. So thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. I had a good time.
Yes, definitely a good time. I love talking to the people, and it's really getting me out of my shell and getting me out of the house. You know, I love you all.
People would be surprised. You don't go out. You're really personable, but you don't go anywhere.
All right. I'm a hermit.
But we're working on that. We went and mystery shopped.
Yeah.
Go shopped on 3 places today.
Yeah, and then we ate dinner too, or lunch out.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yep. That was killer.
What was that restaurant called?
G's.
Jeez. That's in Oscoda.
Yep, and they got locations all over Michigan now, I guess. It's just the capital G and a apostrophe S.
So you're like riding up 23, you got your stuff. You're going to go like check out the shipwrecks and hit the water and go swimming. You can stop by and get your medicine. Then you can stop by and you can get some awesome food at G's and get some gas and just keep heading north.
All right.
That's where everybody, all hitting the water, swimming, getting them boats out, them jet skis. Right now they got snowmobiles.
Right. Think about, but think about it. All them good times are coming. All them summer good times are coming. They're on their way.
They're on their way. Summertime. Summertime.
And I hope it's a hot, humid summer this year, so people are complaining about it.
Yeah, I don't want it to be hot and humid. I like it just how it's always been. It's been really great. So, shout out to everybody for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this and making this possible. Chris, thank you for being here and me not just talking to myself in a screen full of people.
Thank you for having me, brother. I really appreciate it.
I love it. I know you'd be on the other side talking to me too, but I appreciate you coming out, getting out, and being a part of this.
I thank you for having me or including me because like we were just joking about earlier. I am basically a hermit, and just to be included in something it's an honor to be included in something.
Brother, you're more than welcome here anytime. I appreciate you. I love how we're doing like the movie survival guide.
Yes.
We're surviving movies, talking about like how we would get through it and if we would survive or not, making it something they can jog to, they can listen to while they're doing an errand. After they're done listening to their favorite song 100 times, they could check us out for 15 minutes.
Right. And maybe that'll give them the idea what are we going to watch for movie night? Well, I seen this thing on TV or on the internet, Movie Ultimate Guide, Survival Guide. And they were giving, let's watch one of their movies. They reviewed.
And let's get high. Let's get high. Let's get high.
I'm there.
Shout out to everybody being a part of this and listening and tuning in. You guys make it
Thank you.
so much funner. It's rocking. It's a great time. Thank you, Chris. I love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
It's a great time. Thank you. I love you, everybody that's listening and tuning in, supports and likes what we do. We ain't in it for the money. We just in it to share the experience.
All right. Keep the good times rolling.
Keep the good times rolling.